My name is Joker. At the age of 12 and a half, I got locked up for killing 5 people, for because the guy that was my niece's father at the time gave her PCP in her milk. My sister was at the hospital with my mom, and my mom told me to tell my dad where she went, and when he came home to go to the hospital and meet her, that my niece at the time, her name was Mindy, had poison in her system. Well, I heard Lisa talking in the background, which is my sister. She made the comment that she knows that David was the one that gave her PCP in her milk, because they found it in her milk. I went to my stepdad's room, grabbed a nickel plate at 45, went 2.5 blocks, knocked on the door. He answered, shot him in his kneecap, drug him into the middle of the floor. I heard footsteps running down the hallway, and I stepped up, and there was like 4 other people there. I didn't expect nobody to be there. They turned around and ran back into the room, and I chased them. When they went in, they closed the door. I kicked the door open. Girl picked up the phone, and I disposed of her. There was one guy that went to run out the room. I shot him in the back of the head. There was 2 other people in the room. They covered their head. I don't know what all they were saying. I didn't really care at the time. And I disposed of them. I executed them. The whole point was that he poisoned my niece, who is now 32 years old, 33, who does nothing but rocks back and forth at a TV screen, whether the TV's on or not. Can't feed herself, bathe herself. He took her entire life from her. So I took his. For the 3.5 days that she sat in the hospital and was suffering, I took 10-inch penny nails and nailed him to his living room floor and cut him up for 3.5 days and made sure he was alive. And I fed him to his Rottweiler, who he had in a room. So I fed him to his own dog.
Tell me how old you were when this happened.
I was 12 and a half. I was about 12 and a half.